we have a tired, traveled one for you this week.
Baby, we got party recaps. We got I didn't even tell the airline stories. We're calling in from hotel rooms.
We didn't even do airline talk, and I didn't talk about Disneyland.
Can you believe it? We've just had too much going on.
Yeah.
We are both working late.
Because we are singers.
This is my real hair.
Q, I'm sorry. I thought it would be funny, and vodka makes me weird.
Girl, she just stared at you. She
stared and
nooch.
Smiled. She nooched. All right, enjoy this episode, and we'll talk to you later.
Goodbye.
What was that?
M.
Oh.
M.
Mom!
When your first choice is a big old bus,
You turn around and boom, you end up with a sloppy seconds. Oh, diva. Our number is 213-536-9180. Our email is sloppysecondspod@gmail.com. Now on with the show. Hi, you such stupid little fuck you, that's little fuck you, dirty little fucks. Welcome to Sloppy Seconds with Big Dipper, Meatball, and that's Big Dipper.
Now, I know that the episode with Jackie Beat just came out in which you're doing Dipper drag, but baby, right now is what you're doing Dipper drag. You're in a tank top with your hairy chest and shoulders out. You're cracking a seltzer.
Yeah.
And you're in a rush to hop in the shower so you won't be late to something.
Correct. I really am living your life. I should have showered before this, but you know, there's that thing where it's like when there's something to do, you're like, I'll just wait until after, and I will just like lay here and like text and email people for like an hour.
Nope. You're not texting or emailing anyone. You're doom scrolling.
I was texting.
Memes. Oh, you got a boyfriend or something? Who are you texting?
I don't have a boyfriend. I don't think I'll have a boyfriend.
Did you roll onto your stomach, kick those little legs up in the air, swish them back and forth while you giggled and texted with your index fingers bouncing up and down on the keyboard?
No. Men are trash.
I am working late.
So where are you? You're in a hotel room. I always love when you're in a hotel room.
I'm in your favorite city in the world.
New York. Come on.
Okay. I don't know.
You're not singing along.
Wet dream tomato.
Yeah.
Remember when I pulled you aside at the daddy pageant and I said something to you about Jay-Z and Alicia Keys and you looked at me like I was crazy and it was sort of like you were doing something else. It was like not the time for me to like.
Yeah, I was a singer.
Yes, that's right.
Oh yeah, I think you were telling me that they were performing it at the Tonys, or they had performed it at the Tonys.
No, I saw the promo, which was like Alicia Keys like walking up and then like putting her arm on Jay-Z's shoulder and like them like smirking, sort of like the end of the MTV Awards when Lil Mama jumped up.
Where Lil Mama came up there and crossed her arms,
and it said like however many billions of streams and however many years ago and like still to this day breaking records. It was some sort of like list of stuff. And I didn't look further into it. I didn't know that her song was in a musical. I didn't know about the Tonys.
Her song's in a musical?
Is her song not in Hell's Kitchen? Why would they sing that song with the cast of Hell's Kitchen on stage at the Tonys?
It must be, I mean, that must be it. I don't know. I did zero research. I've been so busy.
Same. And so what I took from that promo was they were putting out another song together.
That's
and
what I thought.
And that's what I pulled you aside and said to you, which none of that is true. But I was like, did you see the promo, girl? Your life is going to fall apart. You're going to have a new song to sing.
When I was like dead tequila-eyed and just like, sure.
So how was the daddy pageant? Let's talk about it.
Let's talk about it.
I was there.
Let's fucking talk about it. There was supposed to be 15 contestants.
Jesus Christ, why so many?
Well, because we normally cut them after question and answer.
Got it. Well, that's cruel. They prepare a whole talent number and then you just slice them?
You saw the talent this time. The Twinks really put in some effort compared to what these daddies were doing. So 5 of them called out the day before. I'm texting Johnny late because I'm in Columbus, Ohio. For a Pride gig. And I'm texting Johnny being like, hey,
with
5 just dropped out.
And her hair.
Oh, everybody. Okay, wait, let me finish this and then I want to talk about the after hours because I was with, what season is that, 16?
Yeah, Plain Jane.
Plain Jane was there. Q was there. Geneva Carr was there.
Vroom vroom.
Nymphia Wynn was there.
Wait, did Geneva have anything to say about the controversy?
Girl, let me.
Okay.
So the daddy pageant was, girl, the way I got wasted and just did something to each one of them that was so annoying. Okay, the daddy pageant was fine, and then the morning of, I'm flying back. I wake up, or I didn't sleep after the Pride gig. I was like, I have to be at the airport at 4 a.m.
You went, huh.
Flight leaves at like 5:30 or whatever. I know there was going to be like no problem. I'm flying back because I'm a drag queen. And 3 more of them, while I'm on the fucking free Delta Wi-Fi, drop out the morning of. All the excuses were like, 2 of them were like, my sister got in a car accident. And I was like, with each other? Like, I was like, how? So
Don't
all of
joke
them had
about that, Ganj.
weird excuses. And so we had 8 contestants.
Which, as an audience member, I was like, that's a great number of contestants. But I think there would have been more drama if you slashed half of them right after the first.
Yeah, because
round.
remember did you see the Twink pageant?
No, I was out of town.
Oh. So during the first Twink
I'm
pageant,
a
it was like once they got cut, they got to come back and like tell us why they should stay in.
Right, and that's when Naomi
and
the doll
started
got
to fight
into a
with
fight.
the divas, Iodine Quartz.
Listen, the daddy pageant, it was fun. It was fun. It was enjoyable. There were people there. I saw a lot of friends of mine who came out and enjoyed it, and I do think, based on package, preparation, skill, and execution, the right person clearly won.
Mm-hmm.
But one would argue whether or not,
they are a daddy or not.
But that was part of the theme of a lot of people's, like, anytime they had an opportunity to be on the mic. Like the one young gentleman in his 20s who took every opportunity to shade you.
Yeah, what was his deal?
Well, I think he gets...
Why didn't he like me?
Well, I'm not going to say anything. I think it was making the mistake that I have made many times in my life, which is you really like the sassy people, so you attempt to join in on the sassiness, and it comes off as unearned rudeness.
Correct.
Because he was
really reading me, and then like I would look at the judges, and they would look at me like, "What the fuck?" And I was like, "Did I do something to him?"
He was like, for my talent, I put in about as much preparation as Meatball did on this pageant. And everyone was like, we're having a good time, and there are lots of categories.
There's categories, there's screens behind you that are playing. I have music for each intro. So, there was more time put in.
But as you recall, this young man gave a speech during his talent about what it means to him to be a daddy, which is to be his true self as a daddy to his, 50-year-old boy.
Who made cookies and passed them out.
And only passed them out to one side. One side of the room. Only one side of the room got cookies. Amateur hour.
Get a cookie?
No. Clearly I didn't get a cookie. I'm angry about it.
Oh, okay. Pageant went great. I had a wonderful time. Would do it
Naomi's
again.
the best.
Naomi is
best.
Honestly the best judge. I'm so upset that she is not able to judge the pageant in New York, unfortunately.
Oh yeah, why don't you hype that up so people know what the tea is?
Because the tickets aren't out yet. But on August 9th,
so people can save the date.
Start saving the date. We're doing a double show at $3 bill. We're gonna do Lord. Fat Slut out in the yard as the sun sets. It'll be a beautiful time. And then we're all going to make our way inside for a Twink pageant. And keep an eye out. I'm going to be making an announcement soon for those Twinks to apply. And please know that there are 3 categories. It will be Twinkware. It will be question and answer. Oh, well, that's not a category. You can do that in Twinkware. But then you do need to have a talent.
So you need three outfits?
3 outfits. You need Twinkware, talent, swimwear, or beachwear.
Okay.
And I think because it is $3 bill, correct me if I'm wrong, can they be cock out?
I don't think they can.
Oh,
I think maybe you will go ahead on stage onto a microphone amplified, encourage them to be cock out.
Oh, sure. That's what I was doing last night. Fat slut.
At pageants, at the leather contests.
No, they're pageants. They are pageants for boys.
There is Um, you know who might be able to tell you this? The proper term for this is Harwick, but there's like a there's pad
Gear.
like a leather master or a pageant master or like a competitor wrangler that isn't specific to each contestant, but because there's like a specific way you're meant to wear certain leather items, like if they're in like a uniform or like the shirt is meant to tuck into the pants in this way, there's someone who like polishes and like makes sure there's like a backstage person who
Oh,
is kind of like the daddy of the group of contestants.
interesting.
I wonder what you would call that for Twinks. Chapel Roan.
A mommy.
A mommy. Yeah, you could have a
Backstage
backstage
mommy.
mommy. A stage what
Fluff
do they
them
call
up. Get them hard.
it? Jesus Christ. Okay, so tell your Columbus story before we take a break.
Okay, so I got to Columbus a day early because the only direct flight was a Spirit Airlines, and I said no thank you, so I got there a night early. And I went out, I was hanging out at District West, which is Nina West's mom's new drag bar.
Virginia West is the lady's name.
And I met her and she slapped me. She hugged me and then was like hitting the back of my head really hard. And I was like, what is happening? So then
That West family, they got weird kinks.
and then I text Nina and I'm like, where are you? Because she was like, oh, I'm at a show. Nina literally goes, hold on, shows up in full drag to come hang out with me. And then Plain Jane was performing there that night. And Plain Jane comes walking out with Kennedy Davenport. And I was like, what is happening? And Plain and I were like talking. And then they're like, we're going to an afters later, but hold on, let me go shower. She showers, she comes back, and she's with Nymphia Wind and Morphine. Morphine? Morphine.
Morphine
Well, I
Love.
took a bunch of pictures of. And then we were
Did you
hanging out,
post that?
and then
Hold on,
Geneva Carr
hold
shows
on,
up,
hold on.
and then Q shows up, and then
Did you post all those photos on your main Instagram or your
oh,
close
those
friends?
close friends.
You took so many
Stop!
photos.
Stop!
of
Stop!
the-
Stop! Don't talk about it! Don't talk about it!
Can you
Don't
just
talk
say-
about it because
you
it was
brought
on my
up.
close friends. All I said was I took a lot of photos, and so we all go over. There was more. Oh, Jan was there too.
Oh my god!
We were all fucking drunk, and so we're all piled in this elevator going to some lovely drag queen's house. They called the house of tits. We get there, and there's just one giant bottle of vodka, and you know when I drink vodka, it's like not good.
I don't.
And so I was drinking nothing but like straight vodka and warm, and I turned to Q at one point after I got very fucked up, and I just went, "It's my real hair, honey." And she just looked at me with that Q face, with like her cheeks real high, and just nodded, and just
Ooh.
was like, "Mm-hmm,
Ooh.
mm-hmm." And then I turned to Plain Jane and I went, "It's not real hair, honey." And Plain just did the same thing, and I was like, "Oh come on, oh come on." And then Geneva, because she had a lot to say about that episode when we had Luscious Massacre.
A lot
I
of
just-
people had a lot to say.
I walked up to her and I go, "What's going on with that? What's going on with you and Massacre? Why do you hate her?" And
And
she was like, "I don't hate her. And then she like went on this whole thing about like she just didn't feel like it was very respectful the things that she was saying. And then I was like, "But do you live in Brownsville?" She does. I was like, I even did the whole thing. I was like, "Show me your ID. Like, I want to know what the address is on your
People.
ID." And I was drunk.
okay,
And then me and Jan were just screaming at each other because like
Well,
I love Jan.
she was like cucaracha.
Did she invent
I
Kukarach?
don't know, girl. They all say it.
What did I have any more interaction? Oh, me and Morphine were just hanging out.
Morphine
Oh.
is so cool.
Nymphia is really, really nice and really just like dry. Morphine's but I've known Morphine for a long time.
Yeah, from
always been really
through
cool.
Miss Toto and all
Miss
that.
Toto, yeah. And anytime we would do Miami.
Yeah.
They're all so just regular people. But
Yes.
Nymphia was super nice and super like low key, and then I don't know what happened. Everyone disappeared to a different room or something, and then she came out just full volume screaming, not mad, not like anger screams, just like she got loud. It was like, in the words of J-Lo, let's get loud. And that was
I don't know what's going to happen to the world tour after this.
Conspiracy theorists are saying that he did it on purpose.
Oh, yeah. That's what I think.
Because why would Justin Timberlake drive drunk? Why would anyone drive drunk? You can just
especially
call
when
an
you're
Uber,
rich
and
and
he's
famous.
like rich.
And
he probably
literally
has a driver.
They probably looked at the J-Lo concert tickets, saw what it was like to say we're canceling because of low ticket sales, looked around the room and said, well, the only way to come back from all the Britney and Janet and like all of that is to go to rehab, to have a problem, cancel everything, disappear for a bit, go to rehab, and reemerge. Because why in the moment of your arrest do you say, this isn't going to be good for the world tour? It's like a scripted
this isn't going to be
line
good for the tour. And the cop said, what tour? And he goes, the world tour. But we don't know if that's true. I want to see the body cam
you
footage.
Completely amplified it just now.
I was reading that quote on Twitter. But I want to see the body.
You have in front of you is a direct transcription of it?
Yes. I want to see the body cam footage. Because in order for you to get caught drunk driving, he had to be swerving. And he had to also be drunk. Like, they would have done a breathalyzer.
And what was with the reports that were like, he had Truvada and
that was from
Viagra.
Poo Crave. That was Poo Crave.
I was like,
pop. That was like that's a joke.
They do internet jokes?
It's like Pop Crave, but Poo Crave, and they have the same image. And so
I'm aware.
people.
You explained it. Let's take a break.
So now you want to be shady. How about we take a break?
Weight Loss by Hims is here to help you reach your goals.
Hims now offers access to an affordable range of FDA-approved GLP-1 medications that are designed to support you in losing the weight and keeping it off, including the Wegovy pill and the Wegovy pen.
GLP-1s help regulate your appetite and eat less.
With Wegovy at Hims, lose up to 20% or more of your body weight when combined with diet and exercise.
And no needles needed. Wegovy is the first ever GLP-1 pill for weight loss.
And through Hims, you can just go online where you'll connect with a licensed provider who will determine if the treatment is right for you.
No insurance necessary either. And if prescribed, your medication is delivered right to your door.
Ready to reach your goals? Visit hims.com/sloppy seconds to get a personalized, affordable plan that gets you.
That's HIMS.com/sloppy seconds.
Hims.com/sloppy seconds.
Weight Loss by Hims is not available in all 50 states. Wegovy is the registered trademark of Novo Nordisk AS.
To get started and learn more, including important safety information, Wegovy clinical study information, and restrictions, visit hims.com.
If you love to shop, listen up! Have you heard of Rakuten?
With Rakuten, you get cash back and rewards on almost everything you buy, just from shopping.
Exactly. Clothes, athletic wear, pet supplies. I'm talking about Gap, Adidas, and even Petco.
So I can buy a look, get new shoes, snag the cat some cute toys, and get cash back.
That's right. And you can even stack those rewards on top of sales and coupons.
That's cool.
It is cool.
But how does it work?
Well, partner stores pay Rakuten to send them shoppers, and then Rakuten passes on some of that money to the members.
Rakuten is really doing the most, huh? Love it.
Yeah, in the best possible way. Plus, Rakuten has 17 million members who are already saving. So, you can become one of them today.
Join for free at Rakuten.com or download the Rakuten app to start saving money now.
That's Rakuten.com or download the Rakuten app today.
And get yourself some Rakuten.
You know, lately I have been trying to keep my wardrobe simple. I want pieces that are comfortable, but they still feel like put together like an outfit, and that's why I'm always reaching for my Quince items.
The fabric feels elevated, the fits are clean, and Quince makes getting dressed so easy.
Quince has all the staples for spring, like 100% European linen shirts and shorts starting at just $34.
They're lightweight and breathable, but still look polished. I have a bunch of their Pima cotton tees, and they're super soft and easy to wear and very breathable for the summer for the sweaty body.
I just rediscovered this pair of linen shorts that I have that are so comfortable from Quince. You know when like something gets buried accidentally? I pulled these out and I was like, what have I been doing? Not wearing these!
And the linen doesn't wrinkle.
Period.
Plus, everything is priced 50 to 80% less than similar brands because Quince works directly with ethical factories and cuts out the middleman.
Refresh your everyday with luxury you'll actually use.
Go to quince.com/sloppy for free shipping on your order and 365-day returns. Now available in Canada, too.
That's QUINCE.com/sloppy for free shipping and 365-day returns. Quince.com/sloppy.
Get yourself some Pima cotton!
Quince.
Quince. At Quince.
And we're back. How was your weekend of fucking in the woods?
So, former guest of the pod, Ray Dalton, who, when we saw him at the Gay Vienna Awards, was hard on the carpet. Who also I saw was the man who picked you up, Killian Knox, whose necklace broke. He says hello.
I love him. I miss him. So red.
There was so much grade A beef at this thing.
And how much did you...
Woo-wee! Okay, so Ray Dalton hosts, he has his brand called Fornication, and he hosts this thing at a gay campground in Tennessee, which is incredible, Meatball. It's like RVs and cabins and lodge rooms with like a pool and a pavilion, and it's like country as hell, but still sort of like everything you could want. Like the pool was so nice and really warm and heated, and there was like a little like sauna steam room shower off the pool, and then you could literally camp, or there are permanent residents there who like live in RVs for like the warm months of the year, and it's an all gay campground. It's completely clothing optional. There are play spaces around. Like it was cool. They have a bar, like a discotheque bar, like built in like a geodesic
Discotheque.
dome that has like a dungeon underneath and like bonfire pits and shit like that. And so it has exploded over the last 2 years. Like the guy has been doing all this construction, and he's building these like really beautiful container home cabins that people can rent. And so you rent out these cabins and you stay for the weekend. So the interesting thing about this weekend is it's what Ray calls the Fornication Fan Fest. So it is content creators and fans all together. So what's really interesting is like I met a ton of people, a lot of familiar faces from Twitter. Then just like a lot of like nice dudes who came for the hog show.
Nice guys. Just really nice guys.
But it was so interesting because all the content creators were like hanging out by the pool, and they're like, oh, my 2:00, I gotta go. Because there's like 40 guys who all have OnlyFans. So they're constantly going off to film with one another because they're stacking content.
But they're dicks. How do you... I know that they're faking coming, probably.
Well, some of them can shoot. But so I chaperoned a gangbang because they were filming in an area, and the guy filming it didn't want to get like voyeurs on camera, and he was like, you know, filming in like a circle.
He was going 360.
He was like filming everywhere, and they were like, we don't want anyone coming up here. So and when I initially got asked to do it, I was like, sure, I'll chaperone the gangbang. That sounds like what I do at my Drain Your Nut parties, or what I do at my apartment. Like, I'm good with that. And then they were like, so here's what we're going to do. You stand here in the hot, blazing 80-degree sun. We're going to be up the hill around the corner on a dump
you didn't even
truck.
get to watch your
No.
favorite part.
And then there was this really hot guy. And they gave me an umbrella. So I was just standing awkwardly with an umbrella from the sun for like an hour and 15 minutes. And then the really awkward part is this guy who I talked to a couple times over the weekend. I mean, he looked like if Tarzan was in the NFL,
Oh,
just like a
just
Viking, beefy, like just like crazy huge. And I had met him in Fort Lauderdale. He was like a go-go dancer when I was down there for a bear event. And we had chatted a little backstage, and then we chatted more by the pool and like whatever. I was standing there and I look over and his room was like in a treehouse almost.
I love that.
And the door was open and I was like, oh, there's someone moving around in there. And you know, like when you're at CCBC and you like leave your door open, you're sort of like, I could have a visitor walk in and say,
"Come on in."
yeah, exactly. And so I was like, oh, this door's
Wait,
open.
what? Oh, no. Okay,
And then and then he like came out onto the balcony, and I think he just like pissed off the balcony, like down into the woods, because
And
it's
you
like
were like, I want to catch it in my mouth. Oh, because there's no bathroom up there.
right. You have to like use the like camping ground. You know, it's like there's like air conditioning and a bed and electricity, but no plumbing in those like little huts up in the elevated huts or whatever. So he was standing there and sort of stretching, and I was like, Jesus Christ, look at this Adonis of a man. And then he looks over and I'm like derpy with a parasol standing on an empty road in the hot sun, not talking to anyone. And he like looked at me, cocked his head sideways, kind of waved, and I waved back because we had like talked the night before. Then he like went in, and then he came back out later and I was still there, and then he came out again and I was still there. And then luckily he like came down to go like take a shower in the like group area, and I was able to explain myself, because like that is creepy behavior.
That is creepy. That is very creepy.
And I was like, do you see around the corner? Because you could kind of see the guys up the road filming the the gangbang. And I was like, do you see them? They are there. And I was asked to do this. I feel like that type of shit happens to me all the time, where I'm like weirdly stuck in some
even funnier because
role.
it's like you.
Why don't you unpack that for everyone listening?
Just because, like, if it wasn't like, it's just because it's you and you got such a short little body and a big beard holding an umbrella. It's just funny. It's like it's like if you kind of sometimes give me Danny DeVito.
I wish you had said Bob Hoskins.
No, because I think I'd have sex with Bob Hoskins.
But not Danny?
Bob Hoskins. Okay, well, what else happened? How many dicks did you suck and fuck?
I made friends. I chatted with people. A lot of people know about the pod. A lot of people came up and said hello. It was, to be honest, I had a much more social time than I did a sexual time. But that was kind of it. Kind of like it. You know what I mean?
Oh.
I think you would have recognized a lot of the guys and would have made friends with a lot of the guys. There was
making friends.
A person there who,
big fan.
Well, I think their intention was in the right place, but I felt personally like they were co-opting a lot of the public spaces.
Now go on, explain this.
And I will say that, like, initially I was like, oh, this person reminds me of my friend Meatball.
Not Bob Hoskins?
Like, we were all by the pool. And
okay,
there was just like music playing, and this person who was like a little sauced up started just like loudly talking, okay, everyone, well, it's the weekend, we're all here, and like for easily 45 minutes was going, and what's your name? Okay,
oh
John.
My God, no.
Okay, where are you from? John? Okay, so John, everybody, this is John. John, are you a top or a bottom? Like, and it was it's the kind of thing where for the first 3 minutes or like a bit, you would like, because it wasn't so many people that it felt like it was sort of the start of the day, and there were only enough people where it's like this could have been a house party. It wasn't like 400 people at like a hotel pool party. And so
Okay.
in the kind of moment you could like make a joke, get everyone's attention, say a thing, and then sort of calm down, which
You get one in.
I thought was what was happening. It went on for a very long time.
I would kill
And
it.
then at the dance party, Miss
No.
Ma'am had a clack fan that did not
No.
stop for 2 hours.
People like that annoy the shit out of me.
And everyone was like into it. Everyone was like,
No!
they were just sort of like, oh.
Are we bad people then? Because I hate that shit.
Well, I just feel like I think what it is that we put on shows, and so when we are trying to get people's attention or take attention, it is with good reason and in a calculated way.
I don't like that. I don't like that at all. I recently was dealing with someone very similar where I was like, can you stop doing that can you just fucking focus on this one thing that we need to get done? But they were like playing around and like being the life of the party, and I was just like, ugh. And then at the end of it, everyone was obsessed with them. And I was like, I don't get it.
So
You're
if we
annoying.
really want to therapize, I think it's also that moment when it's like when we're not on stage and we're not the one to be getting the attention and we're not the ones wrangling the party, it's a little easier to be more critical. You know what I'm saying?
But you speak the truth. You speak the truth, T Hunty. Drag her, slay her.
All right,
kill her.
we're gonna.
But
we're
also,
gonna-
when I'm not on stage, I don't want like a ton of attention.
I agree.
When
but
I go
then
to
if
a
it's
bar and
happening
I'm like
right
not on
next
stage,
to
I like to
you-
be like kind of in the background. Or
But
like,
then if it's
I remember I was at a concert and one of the artists like shouted me out and was like, "Where are you?" And everyone around me was like, "Right here." And I was like, "Please don't."
yeah, and then you do that every single week in Fat Slut anytime there's a relatively famous drag queen in the house.
Oh, well, they like it. They like it.
They're asking for it.
Yeah, you come to my show and you don't stand in the back. Utica was there last night. I also went to Disneyland Pride Night.
Girl, eat them up. You saw your
Let's take
drag
a break.
mom?
Let's take a break.
You saw your drag mom?
My drag mom where?
The cow with the shoes?
Oh, with Clarabelle Cow. Yes, the big chunky shoes. And then Nicole messages me and she goes, "How funny would it be if we got like shoes like that?" And I was like, Loewe made shoes like that a year ago. Like they were called like the balloon shoe or something. And I sent it to her and she goes, "Ooh, they're on sale."
I love that. All right, we can take a break.
Okay. And we're back.
I want to let everyone know we will have details. We'll have like official details coming out this week on Instagram and next week for sure on our Tuesday show. But me and my bitch right here,
Oh, it's happening. Faggots.
We're going to Bear Week.
Sometimes I hate Dipper, but he always makes it happen for me.
it's that Danny DeVito in me.
It's the Danny DeVito that always gets out of the bottom. Baby, we're going to be at Bear Week. And it's going to be so exciting. First,
Yeah.
What?
No, there's just going to be a ton happening. It's all going to be, we're going to release it this week. It's just not like officially announced yet. So we should be tentative on what exactly we're saying.
Oh, never mind then.
But we're going to be there.
It's going to be my birthday weekend. So if you want to bring me a gift.
Things are happening. And I
genital
know
herpes.
we're speaking to a captive audience here, which is like, I don't think many people are making the decision now to go to Bear Week in 3 weeks because it's the kind of thing where it's like people make their plans 11 months in advance.
Yeah, all of my friends knew years ago.
Years ago. All of my friends knew when they were in high school that they would be attending
And
Bear
they
Week
said,
2024.
2024.
So if you're going, make it your business to come find us because there will be parties, there will be
Ooh.
shows, there will be pool
Shenanigans
events,
and a pool event.
there will be pod events. There are things happening. We will be around Make it your business to find us more details.
And I'm
going to
be in some of the weirdest looking drag you've ever seen. I'm talking sunglasses and hats by the pool.
Sunglasses and a hat. You know what you really got to go for is
Bus driver wig.
And like half muumuus.
Oh,
Sleeveless.
up to like right up
like,
to my
like
cooter.
baby doll camisole type of dresses.
Get into my
fully unpadded boy swimsuit.
Yeah. I almost didn't pad last night at Fat Slut. It was so hot. So hot. But I did. I stayed padded.
I feel like you should try to remake. You had a look that was really close to it. You should do versions of all of Halle Berry's outfits from the Flintstones movie. Because she
I did
wears
have
like
the zebra print with it's just like bras and a skirt.
It's just like an animal print, like something.
Well, okay, so I had the zebra print one that was a replica of the Divine one made, and I wore that to DragCon years ago. But it was made out of real leather, and it was so hot. It was so stupid to get that made like that. But the guy who made it was like so talented in making it fit my body.
Right.
Well,
I love
and then
that.
I remade it out of sequins, basically.
Would you like to hear some voicemails?
Oh, sure.
I have an example of a very bad voicemail. And it's bad for multiple reasons. And I want to play it, and I want you to let have on this person. Do you feel like you want to do that first?
Is this one that just came in today?
It is.
Were they at my party last night?
They were.
Okay. I didn't listen to it, but I read it, and I was like, hey, kill yourself. Okay.
Yeah, so let's listen to it and break down why. Don't even pick up the phone to call us if this is what you're going to have to say.
Hi, Big Dipper and Meatball. I just moved to LA from Chicago, and I went to Fat Slut last night, and I get it now. Chicago drag is just on another level.
Okay, first and foremost, you can have conversations about what you do or don't like, but why are you calling us?
But why are you going to call in and be like, the drag here sucks? It doesn't. I think what we're dealing with here, and something that I, as someone who's traveled around doing drag full time, can tell you is that different regions offer different forms of drag, and you set your barometer of what is good to that. But I will tell you that last night was an incredible show. And just because we didn't have girls doing whatever you want to see in Chicago, long form jokes, I mean, that's a big crowded room. We needed some kikis and some high kicks.
Slut.
Next.
What was I going to ask? Oh.
Okay,
unprepared.
Pause. Unprepared. Unprepared?
Meatball,
Okay,
I have a question for you. Also, you're a lot prettier in person.
Pause. Thank you. But by saying it in that way, what you're saying is that I'm ugly everywhere else.
Correct.
Continue.
How rude.
Don't let anyone tell you otherwise.
And pause again.
No one ever does.
What you're implying is that many other people
are
have told people that she's
ugly I am.
All right, I'll continue.
What scent were you wearing?
Pause. Fake fan.
Fake fan. If you knew anything, you would know that it was Snooki.
By Snooki.
The Body Mist by Snooki. Nicole Palazzi.
Last night, it was enchanting.
The one compliment.
What is today? I think today's June 22nd, so I was there on June 21st.
Yeah, we
at
get
Fat Slut. Didn't stay long enough to do the food eating thing. I got
pause. The food eating thing. This is a branded contest that everybody. If you have memorized our phone number, then you know it's called
Everyone
the sexy
knows
food
it's
eating
sexy
contest.
competition.
Oops, we said a different thing. Is it competition?
It's sexy food eating competition.
Oops.
very claustrophobic. Precinct should really
Well, no, let him finish that sentence.
look into getting like a second exit. It's very
Pause.
like
You're from Chicago, you stupid fucking cunt. I know that you've been to Berlin.
There's one door.
I know that, and it's got one entrance and one exit. Precinct does have a second exit for emergencies only, or for
people need elevator
people who
access.
need to use the elevator access. There's a back door. If you are claustrophobic, too, just go stand out by the bar and watch the show on the TV screens, or go out onto the patio, get some fresh air, and watch it on the projector screen in the back of the patio.
Even when they hold the bar at capacity and it is fucking packed, there is a place to go and like have a little personal space in the front.
And when the show is going on, and if you're like, oh, I'm claustrophobic, then go to the patio. Or if there's no show going on and you're claustrophobic, go to the dance floor because everyone's cleared out of there. Or go stand by the bathroom.
Be in there. Anyway,
it's not a fire hazard. It's bigger and safer than Berlin ever was. Fuck you. You go to fucking, I bet you go to Queen or whatever. There's one entrance and it's down a fucking flight of stairs.
Amazing.
What's the other one? What's the other one? What's the other gay bar there? I don't fucking know. They all close. Roscoe's.
Thanks.
No,
shut the fuck up.
Here you go. See, I wanted you to have that moment.
I read that and I was infuriated this morning because I was like, everything you're saying is so wrong.
Yeah.
Except for that I'm pretty.
In person.
In person.
Don't
which is a wild thing to say.
Hi. I've decided to disguise my voice for anonymity, right? So I would love to talk about, anyway, I've had years of bulimia, right? And my gag reflex is so sensitive. So anytime a dick or cock goes in my mouth, Vomelina Aguilera girl, it just vomits everywhere. It's so sensitive because of bulimia. So anytime I try to suck cock, I just vomit. How can I get around this? How can I overcome this? And how can I persevere in my life of being a cock-sucking girl? Thank you. That is all. Ooh, ah!
Is that Mother Teresa?
The voicemail on this is so incredible. The
voice note,
or the voice work on this voicemail.
Oh, yeah, that's incredible. I don't know how to answer that, but it is interesting.
Your voice with an accent is so funny.
For anonymity, it's interesting that, like, because you would think the opposite would happen if you were super bulimic, that you would like lose your gag reflex because you were so used to throwing up all the time. But honestly, it's probably the other way. Your brain is triggered to think, like, oh, now it's time to throw up. Get it out.
Yeah, throw up always, every time you can. I recently started sucking the cock of a person who...
You got a man?
No. But I've repeatedly sucked his cock, and he has a great dick, and he enjoys my cocksucking skills. But it took a little bit of effort to figure out how our bodies matched, because he likes to be seated, and I enjoy when a guy is seated. But when he is seated and I'm sucking him, it hits my throat in a way that I want to vomit. And like, I'll go in like clear sinus and start sucking his dick, and immediately it's like I can't breathe out of my nose, and I feel like I'm gonna vomit in any second. And I have like get off his dick, and I have to like blow my nose really hard, and like it just like it does something in my body. When he's standing up, so much less of an issue. So I think don't be afraid to play around with positioning, and also like maybe because of the way your body is, like you do need to employ a hand and give yourself a full, hand's worth of grace on the bottom of the dick, so you're not just like deep throating. Suck on it like a lollipop.
Yeah, back that tip. I don't know. I would say yeah.
It's only when you're like full do you get like have the like trigger.
Yeah, yeah. So for me, it's just like I just don't eat before, and that way I know nothing's gonna come up. And then know what kind of what you were saying. Know what angle works best for you.
Well, and that's what I mean. I'm like, don't be.
Because like sometimes the angle that works best for me is if I'm sitting on their face and sucking it that way.
Oh, so your least favorite visual angle to be on the receiving end of.
Oh yeah, I hate that look. Hate the way that looks when you look up to the sky, but you have to look past their butthole.
Look to the sky.
69 just doesn't do it for me.
Hi, fucks. It's me, long-time listener, first-time caller. I wanted to know, Meatball, how you feel about Chaperone's, like, crazy intense rise to stardom. I know that you were in her music video, and that was kind of iconic, but like now it feels like it's on this other level, and I want to know how y'all feel about that, because it's kind of wild, isn't it? But anyway, I want to make this short, but yeah, anyway, goodbye.
I love when people want to make it short.
They make it short, but it's just longer. I think it's great. I think it's so cool. She's really cool, down to earth, and like is coming from a place of um queer art, which is so fun. It is kind of reminding me of Lady Gaga's initial rise. Although Lady
Me
Gaga,
too.
it took a little longer, I think. But I just remember one day she was just performing Just Dance on every single TV show ever, everywhere. And it was kind of the same with Lady Gaga, where I was like listening to her album before that was happening, like
Right.
before she got super famous. So I was like, oh, this is really cool that she's like a huge star. And seeing Chapel Roan do it is like amazing. She's like selling out huge venues, but she could have been a bitch and canceled a bunch of her Pride gigs because she's so famous. But she went and did all of those little tiny Pride gigs that booked her way before she was as famous as she is. And I was like, it's that commitment, I think, that is like so cool.
And I think a lot of people I've seen numerous sort of like TikTok personalities like say like how it took 10 years for Chapel Roan to become an overnight success, and they sort of like
Yeah,
go
she's
back
been
and
working
talk
for
about
forever.
it.
Like Pink Pony Club, that music video was filmed like 4 years ago. Like
Longer.
She's been longer.
4
than
years
that.
ago was the pandemic, Diva.
Oh yeah, so it was pre-pandemic that we filmed that. So she's been working on it since she was in high school. She literally
She got signed in high school.
Yes, and then she like kind of left high school, and then they dropped her, and she was about to go back to high school, which I think is crazy.
Yeah, I just think it's cool. It's cool to see her have that rise. It's cool to see her play these like huge, and you know,
And you know what I will say? I think she stole the smacking of the gum from me.
Okay, slay.
She still follows me and she reposts me.
Okay, slay. Let's
Something some of you faggots will never know.
Chapel, come on the pod.
I messaged her.
And she said
when she's in LA, we're gonna see if
she'll consider it.
She'll consider.
She'll consider it.
We'll move our times to match up with you chaps.
You bet it. You know it, Rones. The thing that I love though is that because this was kind of happening with Lizzo too, like when Lizzo had her big rise, also had been in the game for 10 years.
Batches and cookies. I got my batches and cookies.
I got my batches and cookies. She is playing the music, you know, like she put out her debut album not when she knew she had a Coachella set, not when she knew she was going to play Governor's Ball.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, and I also think it's cool that these festivals will like book the headliners, but they probably always save a spot for that like Sabrina Carpenter moment and that child. I mean, it's and we're talking about it like she was plucked from obscurity. She was fucking opening for Olivia Rodrigo, okay?
Yeah,
like,
she was on tour with Olivia
She was
Rodrigo.
on the rise, and Sabrina Carpenter opened for Taylor Swift. Like,
yeah.
these girlies were not, you know, literally baristas 6 months ago and are now, you know, topping the charts. Now they're working late because they're singers. But I did think her interview on the Jimmy Show was really cute.
She was so good.
Yeah. Okay, this is for both of us, but curious your thoughts.
Oh my God. Hi, Big Dipper. Hi, Meatball. Hi, distinguished guest. I just left Fat Slut in downtown LA. This is my first time attending a Fat Slut event, and it was magical. Meatball, you are incredible at hosting, and I never thought that shrimp jello could be sexual. So congratulations.
And yet it was.
Here's what I have to tell you guys. I have a fuck talk story.
See, hold on. That's the way to give a phone call about Fat Slut experience. Yeah,
I'm a
bitch.
great host. You
And a
bitch.
question. So I used to be a teacher, and one time I went to a teacher convention in San Antonio, Texas. And I got there, and of course the grinder scene is popping because teachers are repressed and closeted and on Grinder. And I found this man who claimed he was 6'5". So as a person who's 6'4" and has never hooked up with anyone taller than him, I was very excited. And so I immediately went over to his hotel room, and I got there and I was taller than him, which, like, very awkward. Has that ever happened to you? Like, I feel like guys tend to highball their height when they are above 6 foot, but if you're also above 6 foot, the, like, spell is broken. The lie is, like, very easy to tell. So, wondering if you have ever had that happen to you. And then also, while we were hooking up in his hotel room, there was live TV coverage. Like, he put the TV on, and there was live TV coverage of the, like a school shooting, just like a live school shooting. It was so horrid. And we had to stop. Like, I went with
Wait,
the
did
hookup.
someone
I got
in the
there, he
background
wasn't
tell
tall
him to
enough. I
stop?
was like, whatever, I'm already here. But, like, then the school shooting happened, and I said, like, we have to stop. Like, the boner is killed. And Meatball, I know that you've always said that you always finish. So my question to you guys is, Meatball, could you still finish in those circumstances? Goodbye.
Let me tell you what.
The people want to know.
I would have said, get the fag off. Get the shooting off the TV. And I would have finished. No, I don't think I would have. I wouldn't
turn
have
that
finished.
off.
I wouldn't have finished because the very similar thing happened to me one time when I was in New York, and some guy had the news on, and then it was like one of the BP. It was like the big BP oil spill happened.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh shit, that's where my dad works. And so then I like was just like watching the guy's TV, being like, what does this mean? Also, people lying about their height, baby, tale as old as time.
I just think it's funny.
Song as old as rhyme.
To lie in the like 6 foot range, especially to a dude who's coming over and saying, I'm 6'4" and I can't wait to have someone taller than me.
That's wild.
Bloop. There's a guy.
Love a little short man.
Me too. That guy. Did you see the
into
text I texted you?
Yeah. Who is that?
That was a gentleman that I made friends with at the campground. And
how do you score some real fucking hotties?
He was petite and
so petite. Yeah, he looks short.
Yeah, very hot.
Oh, his nipples are tiny. Wait, someone else did that to me the other day.
The way you just said that?
What?
That feels like, you know, like when a production company makes a TV show and it's like, sit, ubu, woof, good dog. And there's like a little bit of like audio.
Yeah.
I want that. There's like your logo comes up and it's like, me.
Oh, his nipples are tiny. That should be just at the end of every one of our shows now.
Yeah, it's really good. There's a man who I see in Long Beach. I've talked about him before. He's a repeat customer. We hang out. Well, I say customer, but he's my friend.
Your sexual friend.
Sexual friend. Every time I suck his dick in the evening hours, his TV is on at an ungodly volume. And to my
he doesn't
knowledge,
want the neighbors to hear.
What are they going to hear?
What?
But like, it doesn't need to. It's like louder than it needs to be, and oftentimes, it in the past has been the news, and maybe not the news station I would have on.
Fox.
And
OAN.
and
One American News.
It has been like movies, like really action heavy movies. So I'm just like sucking his dick, and there's just like explosions in the background and like people dying and shit like that, like war dramas where people are like, "No, we can't lose you," and I'm like, "Why would you want to get a blowjob to this?"
Why wouldn't you? Is
All right.
a better question.
Let's take a break.
No, hold on. Real quick. I want to play a video game. I want to like play my little Spider-Man game.
Oh, his nipples are tiny.
Oh, his nipples are tiny. And get my dick sucked. I've never done that, and it seems like it would be so fun.
Oh, people like that.
Oh, I know. I've recently discovered the genre.
Well,
genres are a funny thing, I think. Okay,
we
we'll be right
remember
back
we
after
had
this
this
break.
conversation with Sam Taggart about who could be on their phone doing other things while getting their dick sucked, and you were very anti the entire thing, but now you're saying you would like to play a video.
No,
game.
being on the phone is like, I think it's different.
Slay. Let's take a
And
break.
with that, let's take a break. And we're back. Do you think I should I'm so tired from Fat Slut. Should I chug this 5-hour energy extra strength before I go to this birthday party that I do want to leave by? You have the exact same one. Oh my God.
Well, no, mine is berry.
Yours is berry and mine is, hold on, I ripped the label off. Oh my God. It's berry.
Danny DeVito.
Danny DeVito. Should I drink this? But are you going out tonight in New York?
Yeah, I'm going to go to the Eagle.
What? So, but I have to wake up early because I'm going on I'm hanging out with someone tomorrow.
You're going to home state? Flirt on that boy? Get some
No,
Takis?
I told you I messaged him.
And he didn't respond, and now you're never
Nobody
going back.
did.
Oh. Should we not talk about it?
We're not going to talk about it on here.
Well, we just did.
But yes, next call.
I think you should absolutely do that.
The 5-hour energy? But I want to wake up early. I have to go to the museum in the morning. And then I have a drag show in the afternoon.
So what is having a 5-hour energy?
Well, I'm not going to be able to sleep.
Oh, to me, it keeps me awake until I just want to go to bed, and then I'm fine going to bed. I am seeing Cats, the Jellicle Ball tomorrow.
Yes.
And I'm so excited.
Let me know how it is, and then we can talk about it, because I can tell you about the movie, and you can tell me about the Jellicle Ball.
Love that.
Okay, so I'm listening to that episode with Jackie B, and I just want to say, love you, girl. Love you down. You are truly a legend. But can we also, like, further that comment she said about how she had that experience and the guy was using, like, a vocabulary of a child during sex?
PP.
I'm going to have to agree. That is weird. And as a top myself, I don't find that attractive. I find that actually kind of, like, borderline creepy. And I just want to say, in my last hookup, the guy used the term little boy pussy, and when I tell you I went soft and could not get hard again, and he was like, was everything okay? And I was like, actually, you know what? I have to go because this is just not it anymore. But yeah, like, as a community, can we stop? I mean, they're already trying to push pedophilia into the category with us, and like, we do ourselves no favors while we're doing things like that. Okay, that's my rant for today. Bye.
I agree. I don't
like the little boy part. I know some guys like to call their butthole their pussies. I don't like that either.
Yeah. I think language. I guess the real thing is like language in the moment is always different than language later. Because there's like some stuff. Remember the famous story of me telling a man that I loved him?
I'm gonna look around the room and pretend like that didn't. I do.
And remember, I said, "I love you, Dad."
Daddy.
Nope,
Oh,
it was Dad.
are you sure it wasn't Daddy? I love you, Daddy.
No, but like
I love you,
that
Daddy.
makes my skin crawl. That I told a man that I've hooked up with 3 times in my life during some role play. I love you, Dad.
Love could mean so many.
Love is a
different
mini
things.
splendor thing.
T.
T.
I there's a lot of stuff that I think we as gay people need to be a little bit more cautious about. I think that we shouldn't be dressing up like children.
Okay.
I think the Teletubbies at DragCon is weird.
J'agree.
I think that and I have no problem with drag queens creating content for children, but like reading books to them and stuff like that, like that's totally fine. But I think that there needs to be a separation between like adult mentality and like child mentality. And if someone's gonna call it your little boy pussy, it's like you got to get out of there.
Right.
That's like pedophilic.
It's a little much. Yeah. One more?
One more for the road.
Stop! Stop! You fucking bottom!
Ooh.
If you know you're not fucking clean, do not
Just a
not
friendly
invite me in
reminder.
your hall. Holy fucking shit! I'm sorry. This is so hard. Picking it up. And I go deep. And like if you know you're not like cleaned out, just don't do it. Just don't do it. It's not for you, baby. Be a side. There's invented a new thing called side. Just use your mouth, honey. Don't. You're doing great with your mouth. Do not open up those floodgates. Those muddy floodgates, baby. Don't. This man just ruined my beautiful H&M shorts. I don't want to go back to H&M. Nobody does. I don't want to get these new fucking sweatshirts that make me look like nice when I'm free balling. Fuck. Don't do it. Don't do it, baby. Don't shun him. I'm not DL. Don't shun me. Please.
It. Girl, it's hard.
You never know. Like, sometimes you really do think you are clean, and sometimes they don't know how deep you're gonna dig.
Yeah, it's true. And
once
you gotta
hit that left turn, you never know what's gonna do. Dipper.
What?
Can we go get colonics together?
I'm desperate for it.
Let's go do it together.
Find a good spot. I want them to.
I want it to be. I want it filled up and then sucked out, baby. I want there to be, if there's, stop laughing like that. If there is any, because I think that I'm full
worms.
If there's anything in my intestines, I want it to be sucked out for dear life. I want them to be so full of saline that they just die.
Okay, I just want to say, I'm so down to do this. Let's abso-flippin'-lutely do it. This has happened to me before where like I'm like so desperate to go get like an ear irrigation where they like run tons of water
and then it
through,
does it and there's nothing there.
And they're like, well, you're pretty good. I mean, like, we're talking about you and I and some colonic, so I think it's gonna be like Wormtown.
Fucking disaster zone.
Is it like, are we just insane for thinking that everyone has worms in their gut? Because what are all those videos on TikTok where people are like drinking these things
and then they're shitting out worms and stuff? I don't know. But everyone's saying
maybe they
a lot of
just
times
have parasites.
It's like, maybe they have parasites. Some people say that like a lot of the stuff that looks like worms is just like a mucus lining, or like it's just brown mucus that was stuck to the side, and it's like, because you're full of mucus that helps move the poop through you.
Don't say poop like that.
Poop.
Well, yeah, baby. Let's fucking do it, man. I'm so down.
All right. Well,
we did it.
On that, thank you all so much for listening to this week's episode of Sloppy Seconds, except for you, that one guy that just moved here from Chicago.
Oh, yeah.
Everyone else, we love you so much. I hope you have a wonderful weekend. Enjoy. Oh, no, it's the week. Keep an eye out for Fat Slut New York. Keep an eye out for a party of a similar name that might be in P-Town. And keep an eye out for DragCon weekend, Fat Slut.
Oh, in July. Oh my gosh. Have you been working on that?
Yes, I have. And can I say who one of the people that we got and I'm so excited for?
Yeah.
It's Chorizo May.
She's the best.
Losing my mind. I'm so obsessed with her. So yeah. So it's gonna be a great time.
A peach. Doesn't she sing that song?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
All right, goodbye.
You didn't sing the phone number or anything.
Oh, thanks for listening to this week's episode of Sloppy Seconds. You can send us an email at sloppysecondspod@gmail.com or call in with your own fuck talk story to 213-536-9180. Don't forget to like and subscribe so you don't ever miss an episode, which come out every Tuesday and Friday.
You hate that, sis.
I'll see you on Tuesday. Bye now. For access to our full uncensored video episodes, ad-free and 1 day early, plus our monthly Sloppier Seconds episode, and all of Mom Podcast premium content, check out Mom Plus Gold at mompodcast.plus.
Sloppy Seconds is produced by Moguls of Media, aka Mom.
Hosted by Big Dipper and Meatball.
Technical direction by Margot Padilla.
Editing and sound design by William Pitts.
Show artwork by Christian Cimarroni.
Theme song by Mike Malarkey.
Media and design support by Stone Cole.
Executive produced by Willem, Alaska, Big Dipper, Camille Stennis, and Joe Cilio.
Recorded at Forever Dog Productions.
Ooh, his nipples are tiny.